Not good, not good. Oh. Oh, greetings there, all you YouTubers and fellow Eternians. It is Eldor here on the Masterversal-Toyhunter. Yes, I'm afraid I'm in a rather grisly or groany mood at the moment. Old post store has dropped off some mail and it's not looking very pretty, shall we say. I'll just get the old box here. Oh dear. Something going wrong here, I think. Oh, looks like it's been hit with some exploding rocks and what have you. So, yes, I think we'll dig into this box here and see how its contents have fared their long journey to Eternia, as it were. And yes, welcome back to the channel once again. We're going to do a spot of unboxing and have a look at the Masters of the Universe Origins Grizzlor action figure. So grab a pot of tea or a biscuit and yes, and we'll have a wee look at old Grizzlor there. So yes, it's the old shipper box is looking just about as beat up as myself. Yes, so I managed to get up rather early in the morning and be at the great eye of the universe and all ready, as it were, for the first sale here from the Grizzlor action figure. Of course, the following day they did the made-to-order sale. So a few folks that missed out on the first round were able to get in the next day for the 48-hour window that was opened up for them to order as many as they wanted. So I hope some of you were at least lucky to get in on the first sale and have your Grizzlors in hand. And oh yes, I hope that your figures arrive in a much more better condition, as it were. So. Okay there, so we've got our two boxes out ready to go, so we'll get our handy dandy letter opener here. And we got another special letter opener that came with one other package from Earth, so I found that a bit more handy than using this one to open up the old blister bubbles there so we can save the artwork and so forth. So we'll just get that one opened up with the sealing tape there. Lovely, lovely. Before we do that, we have some lovely artwork once again, as we have been getting with these Origins mailer boxes, as you call it. So, there's a Grizzlor boy there. He's hiding behind a tree by the looks of it. Or he's coming out of a cave, maybe. That has a root from a tree growing through the cave there. So he might have got in his way, I think, and he's trying to break through the old tree root to get to his prey and whatnot. Oh, there's a scary old hairy boy there. In the light of the moon, the Eternia moon. Oh, the sum of nightmares. I think you would call that. But oh yes, we had the evil horde logo. Oh yes, the evil horde are a bit of bad news there. As we all know. And oh yes, we have the Masters of the Universe logo printed at the top there. Oh, a lovely bit of presentation for the mailer boxes, I suppose. So we'll get that first figure out. Oh, we've got a bit of extra something here. Oh, must have been to give a bit of, force protection there or something. But it's, I don't know, not quite wide enough. You have a bit of, a bit of space for it to, warp in. Probably not by much, but I think it gives an extra layer of somewhat of protection, but anyway, we'll put that piece aside somewhere, and we'll open up what we're really here to talk about. Oh, here we go. Try and be nice and delicate. After all, the figures have been through quite a bit to get to me, as you've no doubt seen already. So we get rid of, we might, oh no, we don't have enough space on my review station there. So we might just plonk them into Grizzlor in the background somewhere, next to those two other representations of Grizzlor there. Oh yes, again we got that cardboard. We'll let that one fly for now. Oh, this one's a bit jammed in there because of all that denting on the box. Oh, looks like he's been caught in the solar winds there. So here we are, both figures out of their mailer boxes. So we'll take a look at the damage. Oh, a little bit of a warping going on there, but nothing a bit of a heavy, dusty old book won't fix. So oh yes, it looks like this one doesn't have that little chip in the lip as the other figure does. So I guess we have a perfect specimen here for keeping mint on card. So that's a bit of a relief. I'm wondering if the reason why the fur was covering the face was the attempt at the factory, or the toy smiths trying to hide that little chip in the lip there. Obviously some sort of molding imperfection and what have you. So, yes, I think we'll do a once over there. So a nice horde, the evil horde sticker on the blister there. And a nice bit of special artwork there of Grizzlor on the front. So I believe the artist or the scholar there is Axel, I think. The Earthlings refer to him. So yes, he's obviously a very fantastic artist, just like Eldor Bob there. But no doubt we'll hear more from Eldor Bob when he's ready to be all set up with his art space and what have you. Oh, here a quick look at the back. Oh no, there's poor She-Ra. She's been trying to escape her Modulock in the Fright Zone, I think. And Grizzlor's come out of nowhere to capture her. I think she's without her power sword. So, that's never a good situation to be in. So, yes, here's the Fright Zone there. Bit of a tease on the card art and what have you. Oh yes, we have one of the dragons. I wonder if that's Grandamere. I'm not sure. Wasn't there a red version of him? So maybe we might see the dragons come later on in the series. I mean, after all, we got the Battle Cat there and Panther. It'd be nice to get a few of the other beasts released there. Even in Masterverse, finally get a Panther and maybe a Shadow Beast or two. But hopefully, Mattel Creations has all those ideas in the works to continue the lines, as it were. Here's a nice spooky scene there of the night sky in the frightful Fright Zone with the old snake creature coming out. And now a wee dungeon there. Not much of a base though, is it? Be pretty cramped having with the Hordak having his meetings in there and such. But no, yes, here we got Grizzlor there. He's in a sort of a nice glossy application on the card. Okay, here we go. And we've got our other handy letter opener here. It's a nice yellow colour. And always when using bladed weapons, keep them well away from your hands and such. And try not cut to. You could have a bit of a slip and a bit of a cut or a scratch there. So make sure you're not cutting there yourself, or if you must, go very slowly. Yeah, in other words, you get nowhere fast if you rush things. Oh, never mind, will. But without further ado, we'll try and crack into the old shell there. We've got a little bit started. It's a bit tough with that inner blister part. Wants to push against you. We might lever it up, see if that helps us out. Oh, phew. I think that'll be enough for now. They might let us slip him out easily. Okay, we'll get rid of our opening tools and whatnot. Oh, we got a little mini comic here. Oh, the trial of Grizzlor. Oh no. Poor Adora there, she's looking frightened. As it were. Snip. What else have we? Oh yes, a few around the feet there. I don't want to scratch up the paint, so he might take it by the back. I think that's wise. Snip. Is that everything? I think, yes. I noticed though that the weapons aren't in any baggies there, so that's a bit of a load off, I think. Our job. Okay, so we got the mini comic there, a few pages by the look of it, and oh yes, again they are Masters of the Universe logo. So oh, we've got a bit of a story going on. What's she doing here? She wakes up inside of a nightmare. Her eyes itch from the toxic fog. Her lungs heavy with poison fumes. She has no memory, not even of her name. But now she has more pressing matters. Where am I? She says. Oh, she's in a pretty scary place, I think. Oh no. Old Hordak up to no good. I think he's going to trick her into joining his band of villains. Oh, maybe another story for another time, I think. Don't want to make this video drag on for too long. Who knows, we might start up a new segment on the channel, Story Time with Eldor. What do you think? But no, without further ado, we'll pop out old Grizzlor there from his little plastic bed. Okie dokie there. Pry old Grizzy boy out of there. Get him all nice and straightened up. We'll just move you off to the side there, old boy. Oh, he must have fainted in the heat. Stay. Oh, I'm watching you. Okay, we're breaking his axe and his crossbow out there. Save this bit for later. And yes, save your plastic as much as you can, so it doesn't end up where it shouldn't. So here we go. We have his sharp-looking silver axe there. I do the old hand trick. It's a nice bit of molded detail on both sides and what have you. Some lovely design here on the middle piece. Looks like a bit of a rocket engine there. You got your intake and so forth. But yes, there's his axe. Looks like a bit of a port to join something else onto, maybe. Yeah, there's a crossbow with a bit of a beastie going on there at the front. So that'll clip on somewhere. Okay, let's have a look at what we have here. See if we can sort up this here. Oh yes. I don't know if you can see it very well, but you notice a little bit of a molding chip on above his lip there. It's a shame it wasn't on his shoulder. Oh, Grizzlor does have a bit of a chip on his shoulder going on there. But no. Unfortunately, our display figure, yes, is a bit of a, looks like a possible molding error from the factory. But, oh good, when it's on the shelf a bit farther away from the mind's eye, you won't notice it, I guess. Come to the back and he's got his harness clipped at the back there. Here we go. He's nice and bushy there. See how he holds his weapons, so it looks like we have to put the axe in the open hand. And I think his old crossbow will it fit around the wrist there by the looks of it. There he goes. Hands up. Everybody on the floor. I don't want any hassles with the fuzz. Hey, fuzz? Give me all your gold and silver. Make it snappy. So here we go. He's holding his two weapons there, ready for battle, to carry out the orders or missions of Hordak there. Oh yes, he's looking pretty good. We'll put your weapons down there, Grizzlor. We don't want any accidents, shall we say? Oh yes, sir. Got we'll look at the old articulation. Oh, that arm wasn't quite in properly. So there's a nice bit of a spread there. Ready to do star jumps. Bent at the knee, I know, but I see reviewers going through the different things, so we might as well keep within tradition, as they say. So we have a bit of a ankle tiltage for the different poses. So he's got a bit of a wide stance there. He's going to block Adora from escaping. You shall not pass. Maybe he's a bit of a goalkeeper, I think, for a spot of soccer there, or football, as it were. Here we'll get him a bit more straightened out. So yes, so he might start at the footwear here. It's got the old Horde logo moulding onto his boots. Some nice fine detail there. A little bit of overpaint on this side, but being such a dinky design to paint, you know, it's one of the things that happens. So we got a bit of a boot top swivel. For helping you pose him differently. How much of a kick does he have with all that fur on? Can't move his leg back too far. That's about as far as he can go. Maybe he doesn't need much of a back reach to kick hard. He looks pretty muscly. And yes, we have the old 360 there. Although don't try that at home. Very dangerous. You don't want to trip to old Doctor there. So yes, what else can we look at there? Okay, so we got the old logo of the evil Horde on his chest harness there. If the camera will focus. There we go. What else there? Oh yes, he's got his harness on. So a lovely sculpt there of the evil Horde logo emblem there on his harness. It has looks a bit like Horde Arc there. Nice detail on the bat wings. And then of course he has all these little rivety bump pieces sculpted into the straps. Very nice. Here, head sculpt looks okay. You can vaguely make out his wrinkles and folds in his face and what have you. His teeth are looking a bit yellow though. He might need a bit of Colgate and a toothbrush, I think. And those glaring red eyes with the piercing pupils coming out of the dark. Oh. Come round to the side there, and he has his Horde logo armband. Not much detail to see though. That might be all covered over for whatever much detail is on it. Might have been covered over with the paint job, I think. But no, you can see the ridges there on the outside of the band. I feel it does hinder his arm being able to come in. So yes, you can see that this arm can come fairly close to his body, but this one's more out, and if you do that, it pops your arm out. What? So yes, you can see how it sticks out there where it would normally rest in that socket, but with all this sort of stitch work here, it does hinder that. Well, it doesn't look like it's glued onto the body though, but you can pull it down a wee bit, see if that might help lock things in place, as it were. But yes, no, that arm tends to pop out quite easily, and that's about as far as into the body you can leave it. But that's okay if you pose the other arm out like that. You probably wouldn't notice much. And what else can we do? Oh, he's got a lovely fur texture sculpt going down his extremities. On the arms there. Bit of a hand swivel there again, and of course you can angle it up or in with the wee swivel joint there. So yes, he's very well articulated, and yes, of course we can swivel him at the waist, and yes, of course we can swivel our Grizzlor at the waist there, and head articulation is very good. Look a bit up there, and look down, because he missed the bus, as it were. Yes, there's a Grizzlor fellow there. Let's do a bit of a comparison, shall we? So we'll start off first with 80s Grizzlor there. So yes, of course we can stand the Origins figures up a bit taller, but no, I think if we had his knees bent, he would come up to roughly the same height as the vintage Grizzle boy there. Although he kind of looks like a bit of a fairy potato, or an old kiwi fruit, shall we say. Let's have a look at the old slouch there. Give him the old vintage pose, shall we? So stand up. So there we go. We're roughly at the same height there. Very good. I notice we have a little bit of a difference in the crossbows, with the front detail there. But no, oh yes, we're a bit we're a little bit short, a little bit shorter compared to the original bow. A little bit wider too at this part. Yes, and a bit of a different bit of detail there. So hopefully you can see that all right. And what else there? Oh yes, the detail is slightly different there too. And what else? What else can we see? Oh yes, the detail differences carry on. So here you can see a bit of a recess in this section. It has a bit of a texture detail going on there, as well as a little bit on the back end there. So yes, two other points of difference there. So yes, interesting seeing how the old detail is differing there. Very, very interesting. Okay, so with compared old vintage Grizzy boy here with the new Origins release, so we'll put him back there. So we'll bring in my custom Masterverse Grizzlor action figure, so we can see those two standing beside each other. So that's the little pop vinyl Grizzlor. They were sitting back there, and yes, as we know, of course, there's a bit of a play feature in the Origins line where you can mix and match and what have you, and create different characters and so forth. So I thought we might bring out a few characters to have a wee look at that. So we've got the Horde Trooper there. We have a Horde Arc coming in at the back. The leader there of the evil Horde. And who else do we have? Oh yes, we have whatever we play with He-Man there. Alright then, we have old Grizzy boy here, and we're going to try out a few of the swap outs and see what funny or new characters we can create. Obviously taking advantage of the fur sections here. So let's have a look here. We might carefully pop off the head here, or look away now, as they say. Okay, so there is the head region popped off there. How about we try old He-Man's head on the Grizzlor body there. Here we go. He hasn't had a bit of a trim in a few years by the looks of it. It's a hairy man. Oh yes, you can do that, of course. Let's see if we can bring in old He-Man's other arms. Pull that arm off. And where are we? We might carefully pull the Grizzlor torso off there. So let's go and put in old He-Man's leg pieces and get his arms in there. I tell you what, we might take off old Grizzlor's harness there, I reckon. Yes. And there we go. Oh, it's a bit tight. There we go. There we are. Here comes an old hairy man. Yeah, he hairy man. No, that doesn't quite work out, does it? So yes, his little body hair get a bit long, I think. Oh, you know, or he could have been a bit of a savage He-Man, so we say. And he's hunted down a wild beastie or a wild Grizzlor there, and he's wearing his fur skin, shall we say. Oh yes, something you can do there. I think if you were able to remove the legs off here, you could have a real fur loincloth for your He-Man. Perhaps. Maybe those that bought maybe 5 of these in the made to order sale that followed this one, you could pop off the legs there, carefully, mind you. Maybe you might use a bit of an old heat gun there, carefully, because I don't know if you'd put that in a bit of warm water, I guess, and then pop old He-Man's legs on that cod piece. So let's carry on there. So what else have we here? Let's make a bit of a cyborg Grizzlor, shall we say. So we've got the Horde Trooper leg pieces, and got to get myself orientated. I think this is there we go. So we've got that in there. Oh, getting old Grizzy boy's head again. Oh no, hang on, we might wait a sec. We'll just put his harness back on. Create his look as if Hordak gave him some robotic pieces. So he's in a bit of a fight, and he's you know, with all the axes and swords flying about in Eternia, and all the various beasties out there and what have you. One is bound to lose an arm or a leg or two, I think. So we're toughed out, tease out that fur somewhat. Yes. There you are. Where's the head then? Put Grizzle's head back on there. Oh dear, I'm almost afraid to keep pulling their head off. That fur is kind of delicate there. Oh. So there, so here we are so far. Half Grizzlor, half machine. He's more machine now, the man. Now, where did I see that? What movie was that from? I don't know, maybe one of you can let me know in the comments there. Here we are. We'll put Grizzle down, and what armor we need. Oh, so yes, as we know, the Horde Trooper has that interesting function where he looks like he explodes apart. There we go. There, it'll give us easy access to that arm, hopefully. Oh, here we go. All right. Now, here we go. This is cyborg, whatever you say, arm there. Here we go. So, got the robot arm all in place. So here we have our cyborg Grizzlor. Hang on, what have we got here? So give him his axe. So he's got his axe there. We have the gold. We can rebuild him. What the 7 Eternos billion gold man. Oh, okay. Got him all armed up now. There's this cyborg Grizzlor. Oh. I think I see rising for a spot of trouble now. What? Yes, sir. Hold up, there's mechanized them all up for even more trouble. Have a look at the back there. Yes, sir. Very, very fun there. A lot of rearranging you can do on these figures, so it's an ingenious innovation there from Mattel. Very, very good. Well, all we can really do, I suppose, is put old He-Man's. See what I was talking about before? A bit of a real life fur loincloth going on there. If you can swap out the legs and so forth. So I might begin to reassemble He-Man there, so I have less work to do later on when putting everybody back together and so forth. Here we go. Oh. Put old He-Man's head back on there. Oh yes, yes. Now old He-Man has his real loincloth, but you can't see him in He-Man's leg pieces here. The only thing. And just remove his legs and then pop the fur back onto the torso, but like I said, the fur just wants to creep back up over the belt. But you don't have to worry about that, I suppose. You can use your imagination and so forth. So here's a rather sticks out all over the place though, granted. There, yes. Let's look at old He-Man with a bit of a furry loincloth going on there. So yes, I think that's all for now. And so yes, that has been my review of the Masters of the Universe Origins Grizzlor action figure. So yes. Hope you enjoyed this video and that it gave you the warm, fuzzy feelings. Fuzzy. Yes? oh. Stop it, I know. So, yes, if you like this video, then don't forget to like. It helps this old man get his various adventures out there in old YouTube land, as they say. and yes, subscribe if you haven't, so you'll always be notified when I'm back on the Eye of the Universe to share with you a new video. And yes, as we say, until then, good journey, everybody. And as we do, we will see you in the next video there. So make sure, if it's cold where you are, get all furred up and be nice and cozy and warm, as you do. Okay, cheerio then.